Well, I'm a little, I'm not a little, I'm massively bummed out.
I'm sure. Well, listen, first things first, how are your people? How are the folks that were hurt in this incident last night doing?
They're good. It was minor injuries that really could have been catastrophic. We had one guy that if he had not gotten out of the way, it could have been, a life or death situation. But it was scary. But everybody's okay, and no fans were in the building when any of this happened, and we're just so bummed for the people in Lexington because I know there was so much anticipation for the show, and when you postpone a show, it's just a nightmare, and it's just not fun at all.
You're telling us, Luke Bryan. You are telling us you were expected to spice up a lot of lives here in Lexington tonight. But here's the good news out of all of this. We are going to reschedule this show. You've already got it rescheduled, right?
Yeah, we've already got, and what takes us a little bit to properly respond is we just kind of have to get all our ducks in a row. We have to be able to reissue everybody proper tickets, and so we have to kind of have time. We kind of have to have time to just get everything, firmed up. Just so the fans, we know the fans are already bummed, and we just want to make it go well and make everything run smooth. So we've got our new date will be February 21st, and that's a date, where Lee and Cole can still be on the show. We have to find a date that they're available too. So it's set for February 21st, and we will come back in and make it even more exciting, even more fun, and we're just so bummed. It just bums you out when you got to cancel the show, especially on the second night, Friday night, first time headlining Rupp Arena, which is an iconic venue for me. In a place that I've always dreamed of selling out and headlining, and you're like, I woke up this morning and found out we were in this situation, so we're just super bummed about it, and I'm very sorry for the fans that were so excited, and I promise you I will do all I can to make it up when we're back here on the
don't say that. Don't say that to DeAnn Stevens. You'll do all you can to make it up. You'll never be able to live that down. Okay, here's it. Listen, these things happen, and we know it, and we know that sometimes it's just beyond control, and that's the situation that we're in. But you know what? Just got to move forward, and we look forward to that show coming up. Here's the thing. It's DeAnn and I were talking. Probably the most disappointing thing for her and most of the ladies is you were twerking before Miley Cyrus even knew what that word was, okay? And so this just gives you more time between now and February 21st to come up with a new twerk, to tweak your twerk a little bit.
Yeah, I can hone in the dance moves a little better, and therefore providing a more more positive experience.
Well, I've got a dance for a move I call the Officer Don. I'm happy to try to work with you on that a little bit.
Luke.
Well, I don't know if that'll be ready
hey, Luke,
February 21st or not.
Just promise me this. You won't do anything to mess up what you already do, okay?
No, I won't. We won't break anything.
We're all crazy about that. Let's reiterate the fact that your guys are okay. And what some folks may not understand, these guys that are on your crew, they're like family. You guys are traveling all across the country right now together. And so we are so thankful that they are okay. You said there are some injuries, but we're going to move on from here. Things are going to be all right. And you're going to get back on the road. And you'll be back in Lexington, as Luke Bryan just announced, on February 21st, which I've already checked. It's a Friday night. I'm available, Luke.
Yes, it's a Friday night, and we want to, like I said, just make it the experience fans were hoping for and excited about. We've got our show is so much bigger this year. We've got a lot of new video screens and a lot of new components and a lot of that video, a lot of the lights were compromised last night, and you know, right now my whole, you know, we've got 60, 70 people out on the road, and half of those guys are still in Columbus trying to piece together our set, and so we can, you know, so we can at least piece it together and get down to Knoxville and do that show for Knoxville tomorrow. So it's when you it's kind of like when you throw a kink in the chain, you know, it just messes up all the timing. But like I said, we'll have it dialed in and ready to go February 21st. That was initially a weekend off for me, so it'll be the only show of the week. We'll be able to put everything we got into it, and
you'll be able to shake it for me and everybody else in Lexington.
Yes, and like I said, I just I'm so sorry. You know what? You know, when the tickets are refundable, that's easy. But I know people travel in, and my heart goes out. I'm so sorry that people have traveled in and bought you know, hotel rooms and stuff like that, and we're just so sorry about that. And like I said, no, you know what? I've been out on the road for 6, 7, 8 years now, and it once or twice a year these things happen. What was funny is last year in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the climate of Albuquerque, New Mexico, they get 8 inches of rain a year. And my show that I booked, they got 8 inches in one night, and we had to cancel it. And then we went back in on the rescheduled date, and they got 4 inches of rain that night, and we had to just do the show in 4 inches of rain. So you never can control when you have to move a show around and stuff. But we're going to make it up and make it as big as we can.
Well, let me tell you
something,
guys,
buddy, for understanding.
Hey, Kentucky fans are loyal. That's absolutely, and everybody we do understand, man. Things come up, and we can tell that you're just devastated. But you know what? We look forward to the show coming up in February, man.
Yeah, my drummer is a Lexington, Kentucky boy, and he nobody is more excited to play Rupp Arena than my drummer Kent Slusher. So we'll be back. We'll be ready, and everybody's doing well.
We can't wait to welcome you back, buddy.
All right,
we'll
thank
see you on
y'all. Love
February
y'all.
21st. We love you, Luke Bryan.